Hello everyone, you are tuning into Candid Conversations, where we encourage courageous conversations with entrepreneurs all around Africa. I'm your host, Ntombi Hlatshwayo. Today on Candid Nuggets, I want to talk about reinventing. Why must we reinvent as entrepreneurs? Firstly, we reinvent to stay relevant in a changing world. And secondly, we reinvent because change is inevitable. You cannot afford to stay stagnant in a world that is forever evolving. I want to discuss 4 biblical principles that you can also apply in business today. But before I begin discussing these concepts with you, I just need you to put at the back of your mind, or ask yourself rather, and put this question at the back of your mind. What things do you naturally flow into? What things do you naturally flow into? The first principle I want to discuss with you is being fruitful. What does it mean to be fruitful as an entrepreneur? Being fruitful means to come up with ideas, to sit at the comfort of your space and to come up with creative ideas on how to develop your business or on how to develop a specific service. The second principle is multiplying. What it means to multiply is this: taking one idea that you came up with when you were being fruitful and deriving from that one idea different types of ideas that will in turn create multiple streams of income. I'm sure we can all agree that as entrepreneurs, you cannot just depend on one stream of income. So please multiply, multiply, multiply. The third biblical principle I want to discuss with you is feeling the earth. What do I mean by feeling the earth? I'm speaking about your distribution channel. How do you distribute yourself or your product from the province which you're in into all the other 8 provinces? Like in my case, I'm in Joburg, so I'm constantly thinking, how do I distribute my product or my services into other spaces in South Africa, then into Africa, and eventually globally? The fourth biblical principle that you can apply also in business is to have dominion. What does it mean to have dominion? It means to dominate your space. It means to become giant of your industry. It means to pioneer new territory. There should be a place or a sphere of influence where we call you Lord over your market. A person who has done this so well in their craft is Bonang Mateba. You cannot speak of entertainment or speak of emceeing or even presenting without thinking about her. So that's what it means to have dominion. I'm sure we can all agree that even though times are changing and life is evolving, there's 2 things that do not go out of fashion, and that is beauty and fashion. I'm excited about my guest today. She is a mother, she is energetic, she is goal-driven. And most importantly, she's an entrepreneur and my first woman guest. Welcome, Ncamisile Hope Mdlalose. Hello, Ntombi.
Hi.
Unjani? Good. I'm excited that you're doing what you do best, my nails.
Yes.
So tell me, how did you get into the beauty industry?
Well, beauty. Okay, so I had the most beautiful mother ever.
Wow.
Yeah. It's speaking for 3 hours. Yeah. Okay. Maybe in my shop. Maybe was together for 3 hours.
Yeah.
In the end, it make happy.
Wow.
And do whatever that she does best. And then it's a hump.
Yeah.
So, Nkule inspire her beauty.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to do what I see on her to other people.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember when I was around about 11, being no cleaner abangani bami nge-plastic.
Yewena.
Ngibagcina nge-plastic and then ngithathe ugogo wami chef. So ngithatha ama-cheese la bekaza now from work. Yabona the party cheese le aerate and then I'll take it and do their nails.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then ngibayenze nama-gold. So beauty asinto yamanje. I've started loving it from kudala, you know.
Oh, okay, awesome. And out of all names, why not? I mean, abantu, especially people in the beauty sector that study dermatology, they name ama businesses abo, ngamagama abo, abanye, you know.
Okay.
Why Connie Jay? Why not Ncamisile? Hope J or something.
Yeah. Connie Jay, I had ugogo wami, ugogo Constance, and then umamami kadu Jab.
Okay.
So ugogo wami, well, I was the very granddaughter.
All right.
Actually, I was the only person that makes sense in her life.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So Ncamisile this having my own thing. Well, igama being nalo, but I was not happy with the name. And then I'm not sure ukuthi lifike kanjani, but lifikile, and then I came up with Connie Jay, which is Constance, my grandmother, and then J stands for my mother, Ujabo. Yeah, well, they passed on, may their soul rest in peace, but I'm here today because of them, and I want their spirit to live longer.
Wow.
So yeah,
I like that. Okay, I'll just hint a bit on my story. I'm also in the business industry, maybe not the same sector as you. Okay. I want to know from you. I know in my sector there's so many challenges. Firstly, I'm in a male-dominated space, you know.
Okay.
And those are the challenges I face every day. Uguti, you meet guys saying, "Hey, you must man up," you know, and you're thinking, "How can I man up? I'm a woman," you know. So with you, what challenges, as an entrepreneur, have you faced in your area, like of speciality in beauty? What have you faced?
Okay, I'm a challenge. I used to face them before having my own thing.
Yeah.
Right. It's not easy to impress everyone, especially in business.
Yeah.
Abantu bayibhadalela lento bayenza yona and mele vele respect my opinions wabo, right? So in beauty, into engayisho ukuthi we learn every day.
Yeah.
When you might see my job perfect, but mina, I don't see it the way you see it. And again, unokuthola abantu bafika with different energies. So you have to deal with that. Ugcine ungakhiphanga the product that people bayijwayele. So you need to, I need to make sure ukuthi whoever referred who nayo uphuma with the same thing. And even though angaphumanga with whatever that she wanted, but I try my level best to make them happy, I guess. Mara, dealing with clients every day is not easy. Dealing with different people every day is not easy, and making all of them happy is also not easy.
Wow, yeah. I get that. You spoke of energies just now,
and
I know a lot of us women come into a beauty parlor.
Yeah.
Not just to be pet, but we also come to offload, you know.
Yeah.
So get leany, when stress, and you're like, yo, thing is salon mang figure, I know Oguti. I'll meet bunch of women who are jovial and sizoxoxa and whatnot. So how do you deal with that energy? How do you deal with people? Because you meet women from all walks of life, and we all come to you and we offload about our exes, about our boyfriends, about our husbands, you know, about our kids. So how do you take that on and still maintain the business and still make sure ukuthi wena you leave this place sane after hearing zonke le ndaba?
At first it was not easy, but I've learned to channel myself, because you know what happens, and this is real life. All the time when I get a client, ikhuluma with a certain story, experiencing and all that, and when I feel deep about that situation, I attract it back to myself.
Wow!
So I had to learn to channel the energies.
Yes.
Ukuthi mawusuka la, yes besixoxa ngizwele and all that, but umsuka kuhlala omunye, I forget about that.
You offload,
Yes, I offload, because if I don't do that, iyangilimaza or ilimaze whoever who's close nami. Ngiyibona lento ukuthi Ntombi uke wakhuluma ngento, so now it's happening to me, which is not nice. So I've learned ukuthi ngizichanele ukuthi yes, maybe sizoba sad, and then after I need to be okay with whatever, and also make you ukuthi ungaphumi ngale ndlela ongene ngayo.
I get it. Because I think we all live this place happy. We all live looking beautiful.
Yeah.
But not just beautiful, we'll always live lighter than how we came.
Yes.
Okay. I know that you've got a lot of your friends are your employees,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, or rather colleagues.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? How do you balance that? I mean, you are supposed to be a boss to them, and yet you also a friend. So how do you then balance the scale when it's time for you to be disciplined, to discipline people? How do you balance the scale? And when it's time for you to change gears, ube, ungami, who's
The
a friend?
friend,
How do you? And isn't that a challenge?
It is at some point a challenge, but Ngami, I'm a very humble person, and I'm sure Nabubaya I'm very humble. Angazi noma, I'll say I'm lucky to get abantu abafana nabo, because when it's business, and they respect that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if maybe because I'm warning change from the person that I am, from being a friend and a boss. But we get along so well in such a way that late coming not, it stays like that. To make sure clients are happy, it stays like that. At the same time, we laugh together, we go out together, and at the same time, I become their sister.
Yeah.
Because we all have problems, yes, but then more because we're dealing with people who's abantu every day. More try not to act the way
Yeah.
so rather than uhlale lana down and whatever, mongena, let's talk about it, let's pray about it, and then we'll take it from there.
Lovely. As you know, we are in the middle of a pandemic, right?
Yeah.
And when the pandemic started, South Africa was facing a hard lockdown. So ngifuna ukwazi from wena, how did you cope with that? Because a lot of beauty parlors were closed, and I understand that you make your money from this business. So how did you cope with that? Not being able to see your clients who you're also friends with, not being able to make the money that you make. What were the challenges that you faced during that time?
Okay, firstly, my color, this pandemic thing, being sebenzela umuntu, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so obviously it's kuyavalwa and all that, but believe in me, yes, it was not good to me, to everyone, but then things to eat, and I decided, you know what, it's time to be solo. It's time to open my own thing. I drafted drinking to Pansy. I researched and then yes, we can now work. I did house calls, and then I decided to open my own thing.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And a clientele, how did you? I understand now you telling me what you gravitated, you were working for someone or under someone.
Yes.
And you moved, now you're working for yourself. And I want to know the challenges there specifically of working for yourself. Because now when you're working under someone, it's easy to, you're not even worried about how you manage the money, that's coming into the business because you are working with someone. But when you're working alone, now the load is bigger because now you are the employer, you are paying salaries. So what challenges and how do you cope with that? What challenges are you facing? Do you miss working for someone, or do you just want to go solo forever?
I don't miss working for someone, and I am facing challenges, but it's something that I can stomach because my mother had a salon. Yeah, so I used to ngihlale ngilapha njalo umesebenza ngibone the way abeka ngakhona imali, ngibone the way abadala ngakhona abantu bakhe. So ngisho ukuthi ngithathe lapho. Yeah.
So uyincelile kahle.
Ebeleni mntansekhaya.
I love this.
I
I really love what you're saying. And I think to the girl child or to the woman raising a girl child at home, I think they can now see how much we inspire girl children. I mean, you were inspired by your mother to get into this industry. So basically, girl children and their mothers, mothers become a reflection of who the girl child becomes one day. Yeah, this is really lovely. So I want to know, Oguti, what word would you say to those young girl children, to the aspiring ones, to the ones that are still in high school, to the ones that are still maybe in varsity? Others want to pursue beauty, mara they are scared because they are told, Uguti, there's not enough money. So you have all these outside sources that are giving you pressure to go follow something that you're not passionate about. Now what would you say to them to inspire them to follow this path that you followed, just like your mother followed it?
Firstly, in this industry, the industry it's enough for all of us. It's enough for all of us. Wonke umuntu osimame ufuna ukuba muhle. Wonke umuntu wesilisa ufuna ukuba muhle. So it's enough. Bangalinge nje bavumele umuntu abatshela ukuthi but then amasalona everywhere. No, yes, see everywhere, but even nabafazi ba everywhere. Wonke umuntu ufuna ukuba muhle, so leyo abantu bangalinge babe discouraged ukuthi baqale le business le. And another thing engizobatshela ngayo ukuthi never give up elifini. Never ever think about giving up. Yes, there will be times where there will be tears and all of that, but never give up and always stay humble. Always stay humble. uNkulunkulu uyakukhuphula kodwa ufuna ubheke isikhanda phansi. Always stay humble.
Wow, I like that. I like it, and I'm gonna steal it. uNkulunkulu uyakukhuphula kodwa ufune ubheke isikhanda phansi. Wow, I just like it. Wow. I want to know your closing comments, to the entrepreneur that is sitting at home and that's looking at Ncami, who, you just spoke about this business and you said when COVID started, you were working for someone and now you've went solo. Someone who's sitting and contemplating leaving work and going solo and starting their own thing. What words do you have for them? What motivation would you have for them to pursue this path?
Motivation ngabanika yona ukuthi the business like kahle iqale nge100 rand.
Okay.
Yeah, iqale nge100 rand. I had 100 rand in my pocket, and then I decided to ngiyothenga 3 loaves of bread, ngathenga mince, ngathenga amanqina and other things that I needed, but I remember being paid 100 rand. I went back home, ngapay on that day, ngapeka, and then ngabeka ibhot ngaphandle, ngasikota 11 rand.
Wow.
Believe me. And that same day, wonke amalofa phela. I had to go to ekuseni ngivuke futhi ngithenga esinye stock. And then because I knew what I wanted.
Yeah.
It was not amagod. I knew what I wanted. I knew what makes me happy. I decided to make money and bought myself a kit, a nail kit. And then ngaqala ngasebenzela endlini ngabona ukuthi okwasendlini it only serves abantu around elokishini. And then ngicabanga ukuthi singenza ama house calls. Got referrals from the people that know me. Ngayenza ama house calls. One day, it was a lazy day, I got a call from a friend. Angitshela ukuthi I've got a place lana kuyablonywa and whatnot. Wozoyibheka maybe ungathanda ukusebenzela kuyo because ngine-spaces engasebenzisi. I came mangifika ngathola ukuthi okay, I like the space akhona, and I'm a very vibrant person and I'm a very happy person. Ngithanda indawo enabantu abahlezi bajabulile, so ngabona ukuthi this might work out for me. And then ngahamba with my savings and nabanye abantu abangisiza ngathenga izinto. I started with one table, ngathenga izinto zamazipho, and then I opened ngithenga September. last year, last year, 18th of September, and on that day,
Yes.
I started working.
Wow.
After setting up, clients started coming in.
Wow.
I suffered ngama client. And then lama client bengisebenza ngawo before ngiwayenza my house call, when they finally knew I found them a home where they will come. But they're very happy. They started coming, bazochila, do their nails, have a girls talk and all of that.
Oh, so, wow. Yeah. This is lovely. I think it shows you that when you really want something, nothing can stand in your way. So you just need to pursue. I mean, if you were able to start ngamakota, but knowing very well, Oguti, this is not where I will end. The finishing product or the point of landing here is having a beauty spa or a beauty parlor. Yes. This is lovely. Really lovely. So I want to know where do you see your business going? Where do you see Ncamisile? What can we expect from you in the next coming months this year? Where do we see Connie Jay gravitating to? Okay, me being here, this is me. This is what I want to do. And then in the end is to branch out to Amapaps. Open a nail bar there, because I enjoy whereby they're doing their nails, having food, having drinks, chit-chatting with other people, meeting new people, talking business or whatever they are. So I would love in the nearest future, I'm a Connie Jay on Paps. Oh, this is lovely, and it's such a beautiful concept because not a lot of people are doing it, and I like it. So tell me, where can people find you on your social media pages? And
okay, on Facebook, which is Connie Jay Beauty, and then on Instagram we're also there at Connie Jay Beauty, and you can also find us on WhatsApp, which is 067 111 7109.
Please repeat the number again.
067 111 7109.
Lovely. Wow. This was just a lovely conversation for me while doing my nails, making myself look good. I really, really enjoy it. Thank you so much, Ncami. Thank you so much for hosting us at your place today. It feels like home, I must say. My name is Ntombi Hlatshwayo. You can find me on Facebook under the same name, Ntombi Hlatshwayo, and on IG I am Ntombi Faith. You can also hit me up on email, ntombi@gmail.com, if you have any questions. That is ntombe@gmail.com. Stay hopeful, like Ncami's name. I love you. God bless.